Good evening, everybody. About to start the meeting, so thank you. Big crowd tonight. Thanks all for coming. Welcome to the Township Committee meeting of November 20th, 2018. Ms. Borg, please call the roll.
Committeeman Zelcor.
Here.
Committeeman Lapani.
Here.
Committeeman Sirachi.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Thompson.
Here.
Mayor McCauley.
Here.
Administrator Ferreira.
Here.
Attorney Willard.
Here.
Please join me in a salute to the flag. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please be advised, in accordance with Section 5 of the Open Public Meeting Act, Chapter 231 of the Public Laws of 1975, that this meeting was posted on the bulletin board at the Hillsborough Township Municipal Complex, and notifying the officially designated newspapers that this meeting would take place at the Hillsborough Township Municipal Complex tonight at 7:30. First this evening is approval of minutes. We have our regular session approval of minutes for October 23rd. May I have a motion, please?
So moved, Mayor. Second.
Thank you. Any comments from the dais? Any from the floor? Okay. Seeing none, roll call, please.
Committeeman Zelcor.
Yes.
Committeeman Lapani.
Yes.
Committeeman Sirachi.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Thompson.
Yes.
Mayor McCauley.
Yes, thank you. Reports from committee liaisons and receipt of reports, communications, and petitions this evening. And first this evening is Committeeman Delcor.
Thank you, Mayor. Few items today. Just from our Public Works office, this is the time of year where we do start the leaf collection program. We've already been undertaking going out to the roads and having our crews out there collecting the leaves. Just a reminder to everyone that the Township Ordinance is such that leaves should not be put into the road. They should be at the sort of the end of the curb, still on the grass, but not in the road, because what happens is when we have plows coming through, they strew the leaves all over the place once they try to plow the roads. Secondly, it does tend to clog up the storm drains, so it creates other problems for us. So we are diligently having our crews out there, making sure that they're getting the leaves picked up. So if you do rake your leaves or blow them, get them out to the edge of the property, but please keep them out of the roadway, and we will be out there shortly, and we'll continue to do runs throughout the town until we've got all the piles removed. We can also, on the website, there is a schedule that will indicate roughly when your neighborhoods will be conducted. So if you want to have an idea of when the crews will be coming around, you can check the township website. Social services, this is a time of year as we start the holiday season, obviously with this year this week Thanksgiving, and as we approach the rest of the holiday season. Here in town, we do have our Community Assistant Network, also known as CAN, and they do a wonderful job, both from the standpoint of the food pantry work that they do, but also providing meals to those families in need throughout the town. One of the things that the CAN program has provided is the ability of recipients that are coming in that need some assistance to redeem vouchers at the local grocery store for turkeys and hams, lasagnas, and other types of food for the holidays that can be available for those families in need. We get a ton of donations from both local residents and organizations here in town. It's truly a wonderful community program that's run out of the municipality here. If you have the opportunity to contribute or if you want to volunteer, please let us know. There's always opportunities for us to provide some assistance for those in need, especially at this time of year when it's time of giving. Anyone that has the opportunity, we would certainly appreciate any donations or support that you could provide. We can also provide service hours for those that are looking for volunteer hours. I know some of our youth need service hours for a number of different activities and programs that they have through the high school. So please, if you have a need, let us know, and we can make sure we have something to do for you at the Community Assistant Network. and please think about providing some giving as well. From the Recreation Department, just let everyone know, as we're on the holiday theme, we'll be kicking off the holiday season with our annual, I like to call it our Winter Wonderland, the Christmas tree lighting event that we have. That's going to be held on Friday, November the 30th. Festivities will begin around 6 p.m. We'll have some refreshments, we'll have some rides and events for the kids, surprise visits from some special guests, Elsa, Anna, and Olaf from Frozen, hot cocoa, cookies, candy canes, the whole works available at that event. And we'll also have some music performances from some of our local dance troupes. It's always a great night, and hope you can come out and join us for the Christmas tree lighting. Again, Friday, November 30th. That's a week from Friday, run from about 6 to 8 p.m. And the actual lighting will be around 7 when we'll have our special Santa visit. So hope you can make it out there. It's really a wonderful family event we do here in town. From the Health Department, a couple of items. There is a program to get public health preparedness process going, and to the opportunity to build an emergency kit, so that we do have, we've experienced some emergencies here in town over the last several years, whether it's hurricanes or flooding or things like Sandy. There is some detail that will be available in this Friday's e-news on the types of items that you should have in your preparedness kit, and so keep an eye on that. Again, this Friday's e-news on emergency readiness kit. In addition, November is Diabetes Awareness Month. General diabetes is a type of disease caused by problems with the hormone insulin, and insulin is in charge of controlling sugar levels within the body. Approximately 30 million children and adults have diabetes in the United States, and it does cause significant health problems other than simply a sugar, high blood glucose, circulation, damaged organs, heart disease, a number of things. So we always want to make sure that the residents are aware of the events that we do, and that the health department, some of the health issues that they try to promote and bring awareness to. So there's additional information on the health department website for anyone that has any questions about diabetes, either the diagnosis, symptoms, or how we could work through some treatment. So lots of information there on the health department website. Mayor, that's it for me today. I'm sorry, one last thing. I'd like to congratulate my colleague here on the dais, Mr. Lapani, on his recent victory. I'd also like to congratulate Ms. Holmes on her victory, and we'll see her up on the dais here next week. But elections are about making sure that the people's will is heard, and I'm glad you were heard in their will, Sean. Well, congratulations, and look forward to 3 years with you.
Thank you, Frank.
All from me. Thank you.
Thank you. A quick note for those in the back, there are a couple seats up front if you want to sit down. There's a few. Next up, Committeeman Lapani.
Thank you, Mayor. Just a few things. Obviously, it's not that it's be a surprise, but the administration office will be closed on Thursday for Thanksgiving and also for Friday. So just keep that in mind, especially the library, et cetera. From the Finance Department, they will begin to mail out the 2019 dog license for those pet owners in mid-December. Payments for these renewals cannot be made until after January 2nd. Pet owners are reminded that in order to renew your dog license, their rabies vaccines must be valid through October 2019. Please watch the Township website for date and time of the 2019 annual rabies clinic, which would be beneficial to those who can take advantage of that. A couple other things. The Hillsborough Municipal Alliance, Millstone Municipal Alliance, excuse me. They would like to thank all those who attended the second annual Night of Conversation, where the conversation is more important than the food. Obviously, it's more about talking about difficult things, but it's an important topic that is held here. It was here last week. The goal, once again, was to spur a conversation about drug education and mental health. Is to bring it forefront into people's minds and be able to be aware of the signs so that they can act on it. In this day and age, it's more important than ever. From the AFFCU, which is the Affinity Federal Credit Union, they're offering an informational seminar entitled Protecting You and Your Business from Fraud. Obviously, in today's day and age of cyber threats and everything else, this is a seminar that they want to help. If you can join the Affinity Credit Union on Thursday, November 27th. This is a free seminar. Their topics are the latest network vulnerabilities and how to encounter them, cyber threat intelligence and security awareness, how should you protect your information in your store, and also how to protect your businesses and yourself from becoming a victim. So again, that's November 27th. That's free at the Affinity Federal Credit Union. That's all, Mayor.
Thank you. Committeeman Sirachi?
Thank you, Mayor. A few items this evening. First up, I also want to extend my congratulations to Committeeman Lapani and Ms. Holmes on what was a very competitive race. And also just wanted to recognize Ron Scobo and Jeffrey Wright, who were also candidates. And it's never easy to put yourself out there and knock on doors, but so they should be commended as well. But congratulations again to the victors. First up, from the police department, this holiday, Thanksgiving weekend, the Hillsborough Police Department will be deploying supplemental patrols, meaning they're beefing up the number of patrol cars that are going to be on the roads to target impaired driving and other moving violations. So please don't put yourself or anyone in harm's way. Use a designated driver or call Uber or Lyft, for a safe ride home. Next, we do have a road closure coming next week. It'll be an overnight road closure on River Road in the area of Orchard Drive, beginning at 7 p.m. on November 26th, and we'll go until the next morning until 6 a.m., and then again at 7 p.m. November 27th through 6 a.m. the next day. That area will be closed for some repair, so please follow the posted detours. From the building department, they like to remind that autumn is here, but I beg to differ. I think winter has already arrived. The building department just wants to emphasize, please don't wait till it's too late to start winterizing your home, and particularly not to have frozen pipes, because as you know, and I'm sure most of the students here know, what happens when water freezes? It expands. And that's how we rupture our pipes. So to prevent that is to insulate any exposed pipes, particularly in unheated crawl space, to prevent that. And also, if you are planning to leave for an extended amount of time, do not shut your heat off. Leave it on a little bit. You'll be happy when you come back. And then lastly, from the engineering department, we'd like to inform any residents that are coming to the end of some of their work, looking for the final engineering inspections in the winter months, particularly those are of an outdoor nature, like garages, driveways, anyone still putting in ground swimming pool. Not sure you're going to get a lot of use in the winter, but anything that's outdoor that's going to require an outdoor inspection, that to please try to get that work completed so the inspection can occur before the snow comes and stays. If unfortunately that does happen, there is an option that you can receive a temporary certificate of occupancy, but it will require a cash escrow that will then, the temporary CO will be good until next spring once things thaw up, and then they can do the final inspection and provide you with the permanent certificate of occupancy and return your cash escrow. And that's all I have this evening, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Deputy Mayor Thompson?
Thank you, Mayor. Just a couple very quick things from me. One, I wanted to thank Woodfern Elementary School for inviting me to their annual Veterans Day event that took place on last Monday. It was a great event. It was my alma mater. It's where I graduated from many years ago, so it was great to go back and see two of my teachers were still there. One teacher who's been serving in the district for 53 years. God bless her. She's fantastic. She substitutes now. And of course, Mrs. Amy Regan, who was my kindergarten teacher, whose birthday is this week too. But they put on a great event for the veterans, so I want to thank them for doing that and recognizing all the great things that our veterans have done. And it's an absolutely amazing event they put on, so thank you to them for that. Also last Saturday, along with Assemblyman Andrew Zwicker and our own superintendent, Jordan Schiff, we attended the Borough Blast event over at the high school with the Robo Raiders. It was a great event. So thank you to them for putting that on. I think it's a great way to introduce STEM in a different, more engaging way for our youngsters in town, and that's very important. It was also great to see a more diverse mix of students here in Hillsborough. You had a good split of boys and girls participating, which, if anyone knows, trying to get more and more women involved in STEM is very important. And as a father of 3 girls, it was very comforting to see them participating so much in the event. So just want to thank again everyone who put on that event. Quick sustainable update. As part of a continuation of the ongoing 319H Clean Water Act grants from the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection from the 2014 that the Rutgers Cooperative Extension has been working on along with the township staff. Phase 1 includes a rain garden along Hunt Club Road, an installation of a naturalized meadow towards the pond. These green infrastructure demonstrations are designed to manage stormwater and improve water quality. The meadow installation has been completed, and the rest of the project, including the rain garden, is expected to be completed by end of November 2018. For more information, please visit our www.sustainablehillsborough.com website. From the library, just a quick reminder that don't forget your library card. Proof of residence is required, and if you work in town, you are eligible to be a member of our Hillsborough Library in the Somerset County Library System. Also, the library will be closed on Thursday, November 22nd for Thanksgiving, and regular hours will resume on Friday. Another thing that was brought to my attention about some concerns with the post office, if anyone does have a concern, even though it's not within our jurisdiction, if you could email me, I'd be very interested to hear more about that. And congratulations to Committeeman LaFanny and to Ms. Holmes on their elections. I look forward to working for you for the next 3 years and working with her as well. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Just a few things for myself this evening. First, of course, I wanted to say the election results are finally in. I think it was a challenging election for sure and finally counted. And congratulations to Sean and to Olivia Holmes. Looking forward to working with you both the next few years. I was honored to be invited to a 100th birthday celebration. It's always like my favorite celebrations. They're just really amazing to talk to people who have lived for 100 years. Really quite an amazing life she had. Carmel Cucanata. She was born in Jersey City. She had a full and interesting life. She obtained her bachelor's degree from Northwestern University, and she had a master's of arts degree from Columbia University. She traveled quite a bit when she was younger, moved back to New Jersey, and of course it was a pleasure to help her celebrate. So congratulations again to her on her 100th birthday. Also want to say thank you to Triangle Road, to Principal Heisel and the group there for Veterans Day as well. I wish I could split myself in 10 sometimes, but thank you Deputy Mayor and the rest of the council who does go different places to cover different schools. The schools do an amazing job. Superintendent Schiff is here tonight too. I just wanted to say thank you to them. It's really one of my favorite days of the year also, to just go there and listen to the children sing, and the events that they put on are really quite amazing for our veterans. A lot of veterans travel in. There was probably almost 50 to 60 veterans, some locals, some who came in from other states to actually come to the event, so it was really nice to meet everybody. And a special thank you to our own Roy Horowitz, local veteran here in Hillsborough Township, for our Veterans Day event. Great speaker, and he's well-known in town. He's a fireman as well, and an Army veteran, and we want to say thank you to him as we honor him and all veterans for our service in this great nation on Veterans Day. I was invited to a ribbon cutting over at a new eatery located at 340 South Branch Road. Welcome, Gabar, and thank you for the wonderful food prepared. They had quite a spread out with a lot of different delicacies. It was very good, and looking forward to going back, so congratulations, good luck to them. Please join us on Saturday, December 1st at 29 East Mountain Road. 11 a.m. that morning, we are going to dedicate Mike Merdinger Memorial Trails. There's some trails that we're going to put back there eventually, and working on that now. But Mike was a longtime Hillsborough resident, a dedicated civil servant to our community. He held many key positions within the community, and he was also mayor in 1984. So again, Saturday, December 1st at 29 East Mountain Road. Nominations are being sought for Outstanding Women Awards. Do you know a Somerset County woman who has made extraordinary contributions to her career or her community? We would like to know about it. The Somerset County Commission on the Status of Woman is seeking nominations for its 2019 Outstanding Women in Somerset County Awards program. Our e-news will have all the details this Friday, so if you know anybody that you might want to nominate, please go on there for further instruction. As always, you can stay connected on all events and more via the Friday e-newsletter and Twitter. TV 29 and the Hillsborough YouTube channels showcase our meetings and Hillsborough The Good Life episodes, and Swift Reach 911 for traffic and emergency notifications. That's it for me this evening. I'm sure all you are waiting your proclamations, so we're going to move on to proclamations. We ask that you, when you receive your recognition, you please return to your seat, and we'll pause after all recognitions are received and allow for your departure if you so choose at that time. So thank you. And World Stroke Day, I think Dr. Schiff will be joining me. Health? Is that you?
Frank.
Or Frank?
It's both of us.
Two of you? One of you?
I'll come.
First, I want to say, Dr. Schiff, thank you for being here. I know this was in October, technically. You brought this to our attention that you wanted to speak to it, so we held off when he could be present. So I know it's October. We'll go back on that in a minute. Strokes are the leading cause of a serious long-term disability and the 5th leading cause of death in the United States, killing about 130,000 people nationwide and 3,400 citizens of New Jersey every year. Between 2012 and 2030, total direct annual stroke-related medical costs are expected to increase from $71.55 billion to $184.13 billion, and overall total annual costs are projected to increase to $240.67 billion by 2030, an increase of 129%. The American Stroke Association's Together to End Stroke campaign helps people learn to recognize and respond to stroke warning signs using the acronym FAST. F stands for face, or drooping of the face. A stands for arm weakness. S stands for speech difficulty. And T means time to call 911 if any signs are present. On World Stroke Day, October 29th, the American Stroke Association encouraged Americans to work together to end strokes by learning the acronym FAST and understanding the importance of 911, a 911 call at the simple sign of any of these symptoms. The American Stroke Association, in collaboration with other stroke organizations throughout the world, will continue to encourage the public to face the facts about stroke. The Township Committee acknowledges October 29th as World Stroke Day and urges all citizens to familiarize themselves with the risk factors associated with stroke, recognize the warning signs and symptoms, and on the first signs of the stroke, dial 911 immediately so we might continue to reduce the devastating effects of strokes in our population. Thank you.
Sure. Just to take this home, it's so important that when we start to see the signs of stroke, face drooping, arm numbness, speech being slurred, that it is now time to call 911. And there are some extraordinary medications that bust up the blockages within our veins that cause stroke and can improve life outcomes and save a life. So remember FAST, very, very important. Thank you. Well, I'm actually a member of the Board of Directors for the American Heart Association of New Jersey.
Todd Johnson. In 2010, Todd Johnson established a girls lacrosse program via the Junior Raiders organization. The goal of the girls lacrosse program is to introduce lacrosse in a motivating and enthusiastic atmosphere where fundamental skill building is coupled with strategic game instruction. Todd Johnson expanded the program from one team of 5th and 6th grade girls to a total of 6 teams for girls in grades 3rd and 4th through 7th and 8th. He also developed a Little League LAXer? Little Laxer, okay. Little Laxer program for girls in kindergarten through 2nd grade and provided mentoring opportunities for current high school varsity lacrosse players to help out with that program. The 2017 season had a total of 97 girls participating from grades kindergarten through 8th grade. 10 former Junior Raider lacrosse players have gone on to play D1 or D2 lacrosse in college. Pretty impressive, Coach. The Hillsborough Township Committee commends the efforts of Todd Johnson in establishing a girls lacrosse program for ages kindergarten through 8th grade, as well as a mentoring program for high school players in Hillsborough, and thank him so much for his dedication to this program and to all the athletes. Thank you very much.
I just want to thank the mayor and the township committee for this recognition, as well as all the parents that volunteer and have helped out. I'd like to thank my wife. She's helped me out immensely through the last few years to manage this program, and just been a great opportunity for everyone involved, so thank you.
You need the official. Lois needs to get a picture.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Stephen Tramp. Stephen Trampy, a senior at Hillsborough High School and a member of Boy Scout Troop 89, has recently earned the status of Eagle Scout. Stephen's Eagle Scout project consisted of constructing a steel shed to house a community emergency response trailer and items for the Somerset Community Garden. The project involved 147 hours of labor by 14 scouts and adults. Stephen served as senior patrol leader, assistant senior patrol leader, troop guide, and is a member of the Order of the Arrow Scouting Honor Society. He is a member of the Hillsborough High School National Honor Society, High School Marching Band, and a varsity athlete in the spring and winter Hillsborough High School track team. Stephen serves as an example to the youth of Hillsborough Township through his high level of leadership and community service, and we are very proud that he is a member of our community. The Hillsborough Township Committee extends our sincere congratulations to Stephen Trampy for having achieved the status of Eagle Scout, an honor for both him and those who have guided him, and best wishes for a bright future. Congratulations. Good job.
I would just like to thank the township and the troop, and especially my parents and all the people who have helped me achieve this award after a lot of hard work and dedication. So thank you all.
All right.
Maybe we should just go to them.
I think we should actually. And the majority of the room, I think, is here tonight. The Hillsborough Raider Marching Band. And I think we might be able to fit you all up. If not,
Come on, don't be shy. Come on up. Let's go.
They're gonna try.
some of you guys, go up around the top. Is that okay?
Up around top. Go up around top. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Be a leader. Be a leader. You're all gonna follow. You're gonna follow. Yeah, we separate you.
Take that chair.
You should have to bring their instruments.
Should I go in the middle? Yo, should I go in the middle?
Excellent.
Wait, no, let's just stand out. That's fine.
And when you clap,
I refuse to be the center of attention.
yeah, don't get carried in the back.
We're so like right here.
In the front.
Hey guys, let's dance. Yeah. Like a visual. Nice. What if we did that?
It would. I think it's better.
Because I'm short. I'm 5'2". I'm with my back short. They said all the short people have to come from the top. See, I'm really not that short though. I'm wearing tall shoes. It's fucking closer.
The Pride of Hillsborough Raider Marching Band had another very successful season due to their hard work and dedication. The Pride of Hillsborough Raider Marching Band, led by Jules Horan, Director of Bands and Nicholas Clipperton, Associate Director of Bands. I don't even know where he went. I think he's here. There you are. Okay, there you are. I couldn't see. I'm too short. And the band that consists of, and I'm going to pass the microphone along for everyone to say.
Emma, Chloe, Elena,
CJ.
Kevin, Sarah, Sakia, Danielle,
Sawmill.
Jessica, Lena, Allie, Caroline,
Alex, Adam, Stephen Mondoro.
Yes, Steven.
Aditi Nandan,
Aaron Waller.
Stephen Trampy.
Grace McHugh,
Suma Paningapali,
Teresa Harvis, Jackie Spinrad,
Riley McHugh,
Elizabeth Gladstone, Victoria Gladstone,
Devansha Gavald.
Lauren Bavacqua, Sophia Yanizelli, Chloe Vines,
Andrew Hofala.
Isabel Dutta,
Evan Obenauer.
Surya Vaidhi.
Caitlin Ma,
Ariana Andrews,
Craig O'Connor.
Olivia Zelensky, Ethan Miller, Swati Bangalore,
Asha Patel,
Akindu Dasanayaka.
Alan G. George Hart.
Isabel Diaz,
Aiden Perkins.
Jake Smith. Luke Carlson. Vincent Ferrer.
Andrew Van Langen.
Connor Lyden.
Girish Swaminathan.
Caitlin Kasem.
All of you over there, you want to say your last names?
Okay, I think we got everybody. I think we got everyone. If we missed everyone, we apologize to those who couldn't make it. They are on the proclamation. The Pride of Hillsborough Raider Marching Band competed at the U.S. Band's Mid-Atlantic Regional, placing first in preliminaries, receiving a score of 97.4. On November 3rd, 2018, I received the caption awards of Best Music and Best Overall Effect. The band advanced to finals and scored first place with a score of 98.2125 and received caption awards for Best Music, Best Overall Effect, and Best Percussion. They placed second overall at the state championships, winning Best Music and the Esprit de Corps Award for the highest music score of the competition. The Hillsborough Township Committee commends the Pride of Hillsborough Raider Marching Band for the honor they have brought themselves, their school, and our community through very many achievements. Congratulations. And I would like to say congratulations to all the volunteers and all of the parents, as I've seen firsthand how much work and how many hours and how many weekends that it takes to get this marching band where they need to go. I had the pleasure of handing out an award with Committeeman Sirachi also this year, and I really can't tell you, I'm amazed every year of this band and the program. It gets better every year. It's amazing, and we really enjoy it. So thank you and congratulations to everybody. I think, you would like to say a few words? I think our drum majors are going to say something. Drum major. All right, okay, here you go.
I'd like to thank the committee for giving us the award. I'd also like to thank our staff members for kind of capitalizing on a great rehearsal etiquette we had the whole year and making it into the best show we could possibly make it.
We've had such a great season this year, and we've worked so hard, and we've overcome a lot, and winning regional championships was such an amazing opportunity. And I know that all of us are so proud and happy for all the opportunities we've had this year. So thank you.
Just as a quick note, the season was really good this year. We had one tiny hiccup at states where we actually didn't win. We came in second. And that kind of motivated a lot of us to work even harder in the coming weeks. And when we came around, we overcame it, and we won regionals. I think that's like a really good testament to the people in this band and the band program itself. And as on behalf of the drum majors, I want to say that we're all really proud and of you guys, and it's been an honor to lead you guys this year.
I'll say a couple words then for Nick. And thank you, Mayor, for giving me the opportunity. As most know, my son is a senior this year, and I won't put him on the spot, Vince. So, but in all seriousness, Nick, I want to thank Nick and Jules, their staff, and the coaches. It's just an amazing, when you think of 98.2125, yeah, it's stuck in my head. It's just amazing. And they tell you they finished in second place, and I think the folks in this room know they should have finished. They were way better. They should have finished in first place. These guys were really undefeated. And someone who's never been in the band, I can tell you what an experience it's been for 4 years to realize what they do. Because prior to coming and listening to the band, I would do what most residents do here. You drive by and you see these kids out there in May, and they're out there in June, July. It's 100 degrees, and what in the world are they doing out there in May and June, July, and then now they're freezing cold and 30? What are they doing out there on Mondays and Wednesdays and Saturdays? Well, this is what they're doing. They're winning. And it's really about that commitment. And without hard work, you don't get the results that you're getting. So you might think, why are we out there and why are we doing it again and again and again? And that's how you become successful. And what I've learned with the students here in the band is it's really getting them ready for college and their next job. Because the teamwork and the initiative and the time management, imagine all the homework, and they're not getting home until 9, 10 o'clock. So what Nick and Jules and the rest of the team doesn't know, they're really preparing your children for their future. And that's amazing. As I said, the time management, the organizational skills. And these guys are really a great group. and they're just an amazing team and the results that they've had. So I wanted to share that from a dad who knew nothing about band 4 years ago. Boy, is it tough. So, and the commitment by the parents, you're all here, they're all here, the amazing job and organization by the parents to make all of this work. It takes everybody to make the band great. So great accomplishment for everybody in this room, and it's something you're going to remember forever. You might not remember today, because most of you guys have started playing back in middle school or before, but the accomplishment and the score that you have is just incredible. So my hands off to you, parents, everybody. So thank you.
Photo first? No, we're going to do something first. You sure? Okay, because you want to take pictures first and then do it? All right. Hold on 1 second. I think.
You're going to say, once I count 3, you're going to say, Hillsborough, the good life, and cheer, okay?
Wow.
We still got a meeting going.
All right, good. 1, 2, 3.
We should scoot.
Oh, yeah, wait, let's go.
Yeah, just stay.
Hillsborough! Go
go down here.
Some of you come in here and take a name. Hashtag blessed to know. Okay, Freeman, Lapani, and administrative
The other way, Pam.
Okay, everyone look left first. Hold on. Look left first. Our left, sorry. Middle.
My cheeks hurt.
To the right.
Indeed.
Never smiled
this long. It hurts. Okay, my face is just so my cheeks are dad. Can I be your dad, Alan? Can you send me a picture? I would like to be Alan's dad.
Hashtag the party never stops. Hashtag thank you. Hashtag play along.
I can't smile anymore.
Hashtag Jake. Hashtag raw. Hashtag. So do I. Hashtag high quality performance image.
Hashtag professional performance image.
Hashtag lab.
Okay, I think we got it all. Good job. Congratulations. Okay. Thank you. Look, moving on to new business at this time. There is no new business, so moving on to public comment on new business and matters that are not on the agenda tonight. Okay. Introduction to new ordinances this evening. 2018-18 is an ordinance amending Chapter 221 Parks and Recreation Areas, Article 2 Township-Owned Parks, Section 221-7 Domestic Animals of the Code of the Township of Hillsborough, County of Somerset, State of New Jersey. Further to consideration on this ordinance, a public hearing will be held on December 18, 2018. This ordinance will now include horses to have access to Otto's Park and to Mike Merger Memorial Trails. May I have a motion to introduce this ordinance?
So moved, Mayor.
I'll second that.
Thank you. Any comments from the dais? Any comments from the floor? Roll call, please.
Committeeman Delcor.
Yes.
Committeeman Lapani.
Yes.
Committeeman Sirachi.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Thompson.
Yes.
Mayor McCauley.
Yes. Ordinance 2018-19 is an ordinance repealing Chapter 27 titled Cultural Arts Commission of the Code of the Township of Hillsborough, County of Somerset, State of New Jersey in its entirety. Further consideration of this ordinance, a public hearing will be held on December 18th, 2018. The arts community is alive and well in Hillsborough with the Visual Photography Group and the Music Festival Group. In an effort to streamline operations, it's no longer necessary to have this entity as a separate board. May I have a motion to introduce this ordinance?
So moved.
Second.
Any comments from the dais? Any from the floor?
Jane Statz, 101 Devonshire Court. I'm concerned about repealing this commission, and I can't find any better words than what are in the code. The development of the artistic and cultural appreciation and expression is an important consideration in the progress and growth of our society. Its pursuit through the presentation of cultural, artistic events and programs is declared to be a significant goal benefiting Hillsborough residents, both adult and child alike. And I acknowledge that some of the programs you mentioned do serve some residents to some degree, but I think the commission could serve more residents, if not all. I think there's an artist in all of us. And and if we can provide that opportunity for everyone to express their artistic proclivities, and also to provide a service to other people for them to experience art. So thank you.
Thank you. Just a quick note, we do support the culture and arts. If there are other groups that want to come forward and there are other strengths in the community that may come forward, that's something we'll consider. Okay. May I have a motion to introduce this ordinance, please?
We already
Oh, sorry about that.
Roll call, please.
Any other comments from the floor? Okay. Roll call, please.
Committeeman Delcor.
Yeah.
Committeeman Lapani.
Yes.
Committeeman Sirachi.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Thompson.
Yes.
Mayor McCauley.
Yes. Ordinance 2018-20 is an ordinance amending Chapter 188 titled Land Use and Development, Article 2 titled Administrative Provisions of the Code of the Township of Hillsborough, County of Somerset, State of New Jersey, to amend the number of alternate seats on the zoning board of adjustment, decreasing the number of alternate members from 4 to 2. Further consideration on this ordinance, public hearing will be held December 18th, 2018. It is no longer necessary to have 4 alternate seats on the Board of Adjustment. However, in order to make that amendment, it's necessary via an ordinance. This ordinance simply addresses that change. May I have a motion to introduce the ordinance?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Any comments from the dais?
Yes, Mayor, just to say that we're just going back to the original membership, going back probably 10-plus years ago. It was just at a time, we needed some extra alternate seats because people were coming and going, and it was an opportunity to provide people some experience to get there. But at this point, it's a very stable board, so recommend the reduction.
Thank you. Any comments from the floor? Roll call, please.
Committeeman Delcor.
Yes.
Committeeman Lapani.
Yes.
Committeeman Sirachi.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Thompson.
Yes.
Mayor McCauley.
Yes. Moving on to considerations this evening. Consideration number 1 is a resolution authorizing a contract with Yeager Lawn Maintenance, LLC for a 2-man crew and leaf vacuuming equipment for $1,000 per day in a total amount not to exceed $22,000. The collection of leaves is a monumental task for the township and is a free service offered to our residents. This agreement, paid for as a component of the Clean Communities Grant, will assist in that effort. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Any comments from the dais? Any comments from the floor? Roll call, please.
Committeeman Delcor.
Yes.
Committeeman Lapani.
Yes.
Committeeman Sirachi.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Thompson.
Yes.
Mayor McCauley.
Yes. Consideration number 2 is a resolution authorizing an award of a contract to Foggia Trinity Electric, I think it's pronounced that way, in an amount not to exceed $118,969.20 for the installation of traffic signal modifications at the intersection of Triangle Road and Auten Road. The intersection of Triangle Road and Auten is in need of traffic signal modifications, which will result in a protected left turn arrow for Triangle Road in both directions. This will improve safety at this intersection. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Any comments from the dais?
Yes, Mayor, this was highly recommended from the Capital Planning Committee and is actually being financed through our capital planning budget. And also, Foggy Trinity Electric was the low-cost bidder, but they do provide excellent service. Tom Bellinger, our assistant engineer, did issue a memo earlier this week to everybody. They did a thorough review, background check, reaching out to other municipalities, including the county, and their work has been spot on. So looking forward to this much-needed public safety improvement.
Thank you. Any further comments? Any comments from the floor? Roll call, please.
Committeeman Delport.
Yes.
Committeeman Lapani.
Yes.
Committeeman Sirachi.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Thompson.
Yes.
Mayor McCauley.
Yes. Consideration number 3 is a resolution acknowledging and improving the best practices inventory questionnaire for the year 2018 for the Township of Hillsborough, Somerset County, and confirming the submission of the certified questionnaire by the Chief Financial Officer. We are pleased to announce the 9th consecutive year the Township will receive 100% of state aid based on responses to this questionnaire. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Any comments from the dais?
Mayor, as you know, this is, it doesn't seem like a significant step, but this best practices questionnaire really is important for the town. One, because it does display that the town is really taking into consideration the best practices that are recommended, not only at state level, but that we have in other municipalities similar to our size. So the fact that we are taking the best of all possible practices and trying to implement them in our day-to-day procedures. But secondly, and the more important aspect of it is by implementing those procedures, we do ensure that we are eligible for all state aid that we could achieve, so 100% of the requirements. So it's an important step, and I know it's a lot of work to make sure that we put the practices in place. So for the administration staff and our finance, our CFO Nancy Casa, who I know coordinates a lot of this work, it's an important measure. So I'm glad we're able to get this done again.
Absolutely. Any other comments from the dais? Any comments from the floor? Roll call, please.
Committeeman Delport.
Yes.
Committeeman Lapani.
Yes.
Committeeman Sirachi.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Thompson.
Yes.
Mayor McCauley.
Yes. Consideration number 4 is a resolution authorizing a contract with Spatial Data Logic for software licensing, installation, and training through the New Jersey State Contract 89851 for an annual fee not to exceed $40,000 plus one-time data conversion, training, and installation costs as needed per their fee schedule. This provider will be replacing and combining various software programs utilized by the municipal departments. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Any comments, Medeus? Any comments on the floor? Roll call, please.
Committeeman Delport.
Yes.
Committeeman Lapani.
Yes.
Committeeman Sirachi.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Thompson.
Yes.
Mayor McCauley.
Yes. Consideration number 5 is a resolution authorizing the transferring of Sarah Brake to the position of Deputy Clerk, Digital Communications Specialist. Ms. Brake has been interviewed by the Administrator and the Township Clerk and is currently employed in the Administrative Office for a few years now. So I was going to say congratulations, but we have to have a motion and roll call first. So may I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Comments from the dais?
I do, Mayor. So, as the Mayor indicated, Pam and I had interviewed Sarah and others, and the good news is coming out of our office, Sarah has demonstrated over the past few years taking additional training and courses through career development. So this is, I think, the natural next step for her. So welcome her to the office, and we have 100% confidence about the job and the role she's taking on. So welcome her aboard.
Agreed. Thank you. Any further comments?
No, I think we all know the value she brings. I know sometimes it might not be visible to the public, but I think you're right. This is a natural progression and next step, and looking forward to being able to say congratulations in about 30 seconds.
Okay. Any comments from the floor? Roll call, please.
Committeeman Delport.
Yes, congratulations.
Committeeman Lapani.
Yes, congratulations.
Committeeman Sirachi.
I can actually say yes and congratulations, because I am the third vote.
That's right, none of the other ones count, right?
That's right.
Deputy Mayor Thompson.
Guess my vote doesn't count, but yes, well-deserved. Congratulations.
And Mayor McCauley.
Absolutely. Thank you, and welcome to your new progression in the front office. We're lucky to have you. Appreciate it. Okay, thank you. Moving on to the consent agenda tonight. May I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I'll make that.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any comments from the dais? Any comments from the floor? Roll call?
Committeeman Zelhor.
Yes.
Committeeman Lapani.
Yes.
Committeeman Sirachi.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Thompson.
Yes.
And Mayor McCauley.
Yes. There's two claims lists this evening. I'll do them separately. May I have a motion to approve claims list 2018-21?
So moved, Mayor.
Thank
Second.
you. Thank you. Any comments from the dais? Any comments from the floor? Roll call?
Committeeman Zelhor.
Yes.
Committeeman Lapani.
Yes.
Committeeman Sirachi.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Thompson.
Yes.
And Mayor McCauley.
Yes. May I have a motion to approve claims list 2018-22?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Any comments from the dais? Okay. Any from the floor? Roll call, please.
Committeeman Zelhor.
Yes.
Committeeman Lapani.
Yes.
Committeeman Sirachi.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Thompson.
Yes.
And Mayor McCauley.
Yes. This concludes our regular meeting for tonight. So happy Thanksgiving. Have a safe and happy holiday. We do have an executive session tonight. Ms. Borg, please read the resolution.
Whereas Section 8 of the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231 of the Public Laws of 1975 permits the exclusion of the public from a meeting in certain circumstances, and whereas the Township Committee is of the opinion that such circumstances exist, now therefore be resolved by Township Committee, Township of Hillsborough, County, Somerset, State of New Jersey as follows. Number 1, the public shall be excluded from the discussion of the hereinafter specified subject matter. Number 2, the general nature of the subject matter to be discussed is as follows: litigation, affordable housing, contract negotiations, Teamsters, Union Local 469. Number 3, the Township Committee may take official action on those items discussed in executive session upon the completion of the executive session. Number 4, the minutes of those discussions shall be made available to the public as soon as the matters under discussion are no longer confidential or sensitive nature. Number 5, this resolution shall be effective immediately. Got marbles.
Okay, thank you. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Thank you. Any comments from the dais? Any from the floor? Roll call?
Committeeman Zelhor.
Yes.
Committeeman Lapani.
Yes.
Committeeman Sirachi.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Thompson.
Yes.
Mayor McCauley.
Yes, we will now move into executive session. Thank you.